tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the destroyed. I'ma leave it on the side, you on the Christ when I breath on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak, I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Check, 47.
Rock it.
Let's set a tone.
Watch twist.
Switch. Shit.
Check, go.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second down, it's Taylor. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Here we go. Set. 18 David. 66. Bullet high.
On first down, Martinez. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Lions' 49-yard line.
15 lining, 15 lining. Ready, go.
Looking to throw on second down. Martinez. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Buying time to his left. A good decision in the end. The pull it and run gets him 9 yards and a first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
Check.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Pollard. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. These two teams all tied after one. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got his tight end Fant. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Martinez. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Come on, set. 60 out long. Ready.
Martinez now. From the gun, he'll throw. This is the tight end Fant. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it a second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
60 Pittsburgh. Coming in. Ready.
Here's Martinez on first and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
To throw is Martinez on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Keep playing.
A gain of 10. Makes it 3rd and 9.
Let's get it.
Set up. 8, read. Go. Hey, wahoo. Shoot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard, and as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The give to Taylor. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
2nd and 13. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Leads to 3rd down and 1.
You better be. Hey, Zoo. Speak up.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this?
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Martinez. He'll take a shot for the... And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
5. Pilot, 64, weak.
Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Hey, Sam on.
Let him know. Hey.
He'll look to throw. And Stills bringing it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Lions 14. Robbie Gould sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's complete to Williams. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Martinez throwing on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check 13. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
What? Squeeze.
Kill.
Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Raekwon McMillan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Going deep here for Stills. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal. At the
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 3 now, here they come on third and goal.
Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
25, check 25, check 25. 61, matchbox lights.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal.
5.
Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Tim Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go, set. 90, Wolf.
Check pass,
Just fast.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's scared.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 51. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Go, Mike 51.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will tie us at 24 all. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Bravo. And go.
Now Martinez operating from the gun. Steps away, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Romeo Okwara in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes Grant on the return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mike 5-4. Here we go. Check 37. Check.
Here's Taylor.
We ain't giving them nothing.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 15. Check 15.
They will run with Grant. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Silver.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready.
Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
54 Mike. Watch the run. 6 guys. Check 6.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Martinez going right side here, and that's complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Taylor. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Smith. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a line first down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Ready?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Martinez now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield. Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Race don't trap. Race don't trap. Alpha. Yes. What happened?
Here's Martinez throwing on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Trey Flowers, and the Lions will take over. Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it? Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it? Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
At the 12-yard line.
Ready to break.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout. Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game? No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked. It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out. So for Detroit, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.